Welcome to SportsWire Summer Review. I'm Will Catterley. This week we're at Godwin High School where when it comes to spring sports, the Eagles were flying high. Baseball, softball, girls lacrosse, yes, and guys soccer all qualified for the state tournament. And when it comes to the pitch, guys soccer team were just a few wins away from the ultimate prize, a state championship. But first, they had to come from behind in the state semifinals. It's Eagles versus Eagles. That's right, Godwin versus Freedom South Riding Eagles in the state semifinals. So the winner goes the spoils, a date in the state championship game, and a chance to play for it all. Early on, it was Godwin who was the aggressor. This shot fired right at the keeper, Jack Jimenez, who was really good for Freedom, especially early on. Jin Kim lays into one like only Jin Kim can, but that one goes wide. More Godwin later. Oh, what a stop by Jimenez. And then that one gets skied above for 3 points. Would have been good for a field goal in football, but this is football, so that doesn't count. Freedom on the attack. Tell you what, Nikos Morris had a huge day in net for Godwin as well on the other side. And then, what a stop by Jimenez. Back and forth we go. High drama on this one, as I said at the outset. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Beautiful touch pass. Here comes Freedom, the shot. Nikos comes up huge, makes the stop and the save. But moments later, nothing Nikos can do about this one. He shoots, he scores. Nate Mitchell and Freedom takes a 1-0 lead late in the first half. So, Eagles lead the Eagles by 1. Godwin, the whole tournament, not fazed. But neither is the keeper. Jimenez makes another tough stop. But you know what? If you continue to be the aggressor, especially in soccer, good things are bound to happen. Watch what happens here. Oh my! Keeper goes down on the wet turf. He shoots, he scores! Zach DeShazo says, thank you very much. We're back even, all square, 1-1, and that would be your score at the half. Second half action. Godwin looking to take a 2-1 lead, but first, tricky Freedom. We're going to kick this free kick. Just kidding. Check out the big time save. Just gets a paw on it, does Nikos Morris. And then Freedom. The ensuing corner. Oh, off the woodwork. It's the keeper's best friend. When it bounces out of the net, that is. And then they can't corral that one. Godwin with a chance to take the lead. Jin Kim! Oh, just goes wide. We're still not at 1. Later, Freedom. Moving it around. Gonna fire it in and gets it to go off the header. He shoots, he scores. Jason Cruz and Freedom looking like they may cruise to the state championship and end Godwin's season earlier than they would like. 2-1 Freedom. Under 10 to go now. Time running out. Tick, tick, tick on Mills' Godwin season. Here's a chance. Shot. Oh, kick save and a beauty. Looked like a hockey goalie in that one. Now, under 5 minutes to go. Jacob Thomas couldn't get it done. Will Killius. Oh my! The goal of his career. He saves Godwin's season for the moment. With mere minutes left, under 5 to go. Godwin ties it again. They trailed twice in this one. We're tied at 2. Let's go second overtime. 2 5-minute guaranteed overtimes. Just 15 seconds in to the second OT. Godwin intercepts the pass. Jin Kim. Chris Ondua. Goal! Godwin and the Eagles soar in front, the Godwin variety, and they win it and move on. 3-2 is your final. The win would set up a rematch with arch rival Deep Run. Now, the two storied programs had never faced each other for a state championship. And while the Eagles found themselves down early, they were never down and out. So it's back to Hermitage High School. Godwin fans, they're ready. Deep Run fans, they're ready. We're ready. Godwin Deep Run, they've been born ready for this matchup. And what a crazy back and forth match we would have. Even for the most novice of soccer fans, you're going to love these highlights. Early action. Godwin with some chances. Chris Undua! Oh! Almost the undoing of deep run. It just goes wide. But watch this kick. Number 21 connects! Oh my! Kevin sprints! Finds Asir Taha! And Taha! Deep run has a 1-0 lead. What a boot and what touch by Taha, and deep run up 1-0. Luke Lowry's seasoning salt on display again. Here's a chance. Wildcats just goes wide, a chance to go up 2-0. Deep run. Game of momentum swings. They got Uncle Mo on their side right now. Shot fired in. Just goes wide, another chance. This time Lowry on the corner. Delivers it in. And right to the boot of number 21, Kevin sprints, he shoots, he scores! It looks like a lapper. Wildcats up 2-0. 2-zip, and we're still just in the first half. And it feels like deep run can already taste it. Still, I'm telling you, it's 23:49 to go. Guess what? Godwin comes right back. He shoots, he scores! What a big one. Undua gets it done. From Cameroon, his family finally in the house to see him for the first time at Hermitage play soccer here in the U.S. A big goal from Undua, and it's 2-1. Godwin just down one, plenty of time. Here come the Eagles. Oh man, I don't know if that's a foul, but they called it anyway. In the box, Zachary DeShazo, lead of this. Jin Kim with authority. We're tied at 2. Still in the first half. Godwin, once down 2-0. Now all of a sudden, brand new game. Still just under 15 minutes of play. Still in the first half. Long kick. And Godwin's got it. And a terrific save by the deep run keeper to keep that one from going in. But Eagles on the corner. No, but check out what happens. Unbelievable. 23 yards out. Oh my! No, he didn't. No, he did not. Artemi Bukin with excellence and perfection. What a shot. It's 3-2 Godwin. And oh my goodness, has this game turned around on a dime. Second half, deep run's not stopping. What a shot. Even better save. Wildcats still with chances. Godwin trying to take advantage of some counterattacks. They might right here. The pass inside. Looking, firing, fighting. He scores the back of the net. Jacob Thomas Godwin. The refs are like, no, you can't go celebrate with your team. I don't get that, but whatever. Godwin down 2-0. Now they're up 4-2. Unreal. As the Eagles never refuse to lose. Under 30 to go now. Wildcats running out of time. But they just need one, and then who knows, right? Oh, that shot just goes wide. A great opportunity. And Mills Godwin will hoist the hardware. Emotions running wild. And the Godwin Eagles are state champions as the crowd descends on Hermitage. Final score, Godwin 4, Deep Run 2. And Chris Undua and the Eagles can do some dancing. They win it.
Sophomore year was maybe even harder. We lost in PKs, the state semifinal. And last year, like you said, we lost to our crosstown rivals Deep Run in the state semis, and it's just heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak, and it's just I can't describe it. Winning this trophy my last year is unbelievable, man. I can't describe it.
We've seen glimpses of how we can play. You know, we went down in the state quarterfinals down to Hickory, and we were dominant. I mean, we looked really, really well. We didn't play too hot yesterday, but we've seen glimpses of fantastic soccer with this squad. And you know, like I said, we never doubted that we were going to come back and win this game.
And watch your head coach. Gets the bath. I think he'll take it. Congratulations to the Deep Run Wildcats on a terrific season, and salute the Godwin Eagles, your 2019 state champions. So Godwin completes the comeback and wins the state title in dominating fashion down the stretch. Well, we've only scratched the surface when it comes to spring sports here at Mills Godwin. Coming up, we take a look at baseball's crazy rise and softball's excellent performance as well. That's next.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire's Summer Review here at Mills Godwin. Well, when it comes to baseball, they've been here before. #1 seed going into regionals, solid across the board, only to be upset in the opening round. It nearly happened again last season against Hermitage, but they survived in advance, advancing to a matchup with rival Deep Run in a win or go home scenario.
What a memory for that young lady. Well, Deep Run, Godwin playing in the regional semifinals. Winner advances to states, loser goes home. Godwin answering the call with the bats early and off and couple runners on would lead to this. Hit by a pitch is Bryce Safarwich. Now you got a gaggle of Eagles on base. Bases are loaded. And what good teams do is take advantage. It's a base hit up the middle. 1 run scores. They're going to send another. He is out at the plate. Boy, Deep Run's been making a living getting out at home plate. They did it twice against Lee Davis to advance to the regional semis. But that doggle hunt, Big Bo Richmond coming through. 1 run scores, 2 run score. Here comes another. The ball gets kind of played around in the outfield, and an error and a single and a couple RBIs. 3 runs come across. Godwin up 4-zip. Deep Run trying to come back. That ball eats up the second baseman. It's a base hit. Hayes fallen on second, and Alex Bertrand delivering with the single. On the mound, however, boy, has he been good in the postseason. Sam Landis gets a strikeout looking there, and then Landis. High cheese! Fastball, strike him out, sit him down. Godwin gets out of trouble, and that would be big because the bats would come back up to attack once again. Tyler Brott, rough first inning, starting to settle down a little bit though, gets a couple strikeouts there. Brott doing the work, trying to get Deep Run back into it, and guess what? Deep Run would. Number 23, that will work. It's a base hit. They got a runner going all the way to third. Eli Wiesner delivers a double. Deep Run with runners at second and third. Landis trying to get out of trouble. Ground ball. It'll be an RBI ground out for Carson Jones. Deep Run back on the board. Now it's just 4-1. Could they add one more in the inning and cut this lead in half? The answer's yes. That'll work. It drops in for an RBI single. Run comes across the score in the form of Eli Wiesner. Wildcats right back in this. It's a ball game again. Tyler Brott helping himself on the mound. It's 4-2, but the Eagles were not finished. Runner on third, ball gets away, and the runner is safe at home. Mark Bousson scores and puts Godwin up 5-2. Still not done. Bryce Safarwich and a bag of chips. That ball will see you next time. Safarwich and Godwin connect for a 2-run shot, and the Eagles would take a commanding 7-2 lead with that home run, and that would be your final as Mills Godwin moves on and punches their ticket to states.
Godwin would go on to beat Menchville in the opening round of states, setting up an instant classic. State semifinals, Godwin versus Halifax.
To RF&P Park we go. It's already the 4th inning. Joining this one in progress, Josh Trinidad on in relief. He was terrific, but he walks this Halifax batter in the form of Sean Perkins. The Comets of Halifax already up 4-3, and with runners at first and third, well, bases loaded and only 1 out, it was paramount for them to get out of the inning without allowing any more runs. A ground ball to first, you saw the out made at home, and then the next batter, that is a can of corn for Noah Behringer out in right. So Godwin escapes further harm. Still a 4-3 score. after 3 1/3. One of the reasons why Halifax had the 1-run lead was, well, their pitcher was absolutely fantastic. Drew Harlow. Godwin batters could not touch him, strike him out, sit him down. Both teams scored 3 runs in the first, but after that, Harlow pitched terrifically. So did Josh Trenadu. Next inning, we go to the 5th. Strike him out, sit him down. Will Wallace goes down. Then, strikeout looking outside corner, got him. Trenadu was dealing and keeping Godwin in it. Eagles trying to get back in the game, just get a base runner on. Not happening. The strikeout of Trenadu. Then Harlow goes back to work again. This time he gets Behringer to strike out. So we go to the 5th. Halifax. They had runners on base. It's seemingly all game long. Now it's 1st and 3rd. Another chance for the Comets to take a 2-run lead. What does Trenadu do? Well, he allows a long fly ball to deep left center, but easy squeezy, lemon peasy. Eagles escape again. And they survive the Halifax base runners, and it's still 4-3. Let's go to the 6th. Make that the 7th. Now, Halifax with runners at 1st and 2nd. What do? Strike him out, sit him down. Zach Lowry goes down swinging. Now we got Sam Landis in to pitch. He induces a fly ball. Halifax again doesn't score. Why is that so important? Well, I just keep telling you, it's just a 1-run game. But Godwin's running out of time. 4-3, we go to the 7th and watch what happens. Sam Landis hits it deep, but it's caught. Or is it? No, it's not. The ball's all the way to the wall. Landis, what the heck is that? I don't know, but he gets a double. Godwin in business. Runner in scoring position. Less than 2 outs. Ground ball. Behringer. Great play by Halifax, but Behringer's got speed to burn, and he beats the play. So it's 1st and 3rd for Godwin. And the Eagles, runners at the corners, a tying run 90 feet away. Here comes Bryce Safarwich. And boy, would he have his moment. But first, his moment would be made bigger. The ball gets away from the catcher. He's got to keep the ball because he can't allow the runner to score from 3rd. Behringer moves to 2nd. Now a base hit. Doesn't only tie it, it probably wins it. And Bryce Safarwich, all the way to the wall. Tying run scores. Winning run. He scores. And Safarwich is the hero of the day as the Godwin Eagles, down to their final 2 outs, pull out the victory and move on to the state championship, 5-4.
We've been playing together since we were like 10, so I think our chemistry is just there. We all know. We all know when it comes to the time to do it, everybody can do it.
The very next day, the Eagles lost to Stafford in the state finals in a game that went down to the final at bat. Still a tremendous year for Godwin baseball. Meanwhile, on the softball diamond, the Lady Eagles were making their mark as well. But they needed to beat Deep Run and Lee Davis if they wanted to punch their ticket to states.
First things first, however, Godwin have to get past Deep Run, and in the top of the 1st inning, it was the Wildcats who were looking to strike first. 3 on base, bases full of Deep Run. Wildcats with the lead of this. Ground ball. Sydney Flores does the job, an RBI ground out. Deep Run on the board, up 1-0 as Hannah Sinema crosses home plate. They weren't done. That doggle hunt, it's a base hit up the middle. 1 run scores. And all of a sudden, Trinity Hazelgrove crosses after the base hit by Olivia Sigler. It's 2-0 before Godwin would even step up to the plate. Sparandeo on the mound. Eagles a runner on 2nd. Now she's trucking for home. And she slides in safely, Lauren Murphy. And the ball would get away, and coming all the way around is the catcher, Sydney Schaefer. And you've not heard the last of Sydney Schaefer. Eagles tie it up at 2. Later, 2nd. All of a sudden, pitching started to pay dividends for Mills Godwin. Lauren Murphy with the strikeout. Sparandeo doing likewise. She gets Rihanna Jones. And then how about some defense? Catcher Sydney Schaefer with the putout, catching the runner trying to steal 2nd. This time, bottom half of the inning, Eagles. Couple of ladies on, setting it up for this. Ivy Ray Star of the week maybe for Mills Godwin softball. Tell you why in a little bit. Ivy Ray with a double to bring home a run. Godwin in front, still batting. That gets by. Rihanna Jones drives home. Lauren Murphy, she gets the double high five. And the Eagles are doubling up. Deep run now up 4-2. Wildcats trying to respond. Line drive all the way to the wall. It's a base hit, and Selma Dombrowski's got herself a stand-up double. Then, both runners advancing to second and third. Run comes across the score. It's anybody's game. They do get the out at third, however, as Deep Run got greedy on the base pass, so it's a 4-3 ball game. Close, but Lauren Murphy, a double down the line. She would, with that double, have the new Virginia State records for doubles in a year and doubles in a career. No double here with a runner aboard. Sydney Schaefer goes yardo. That ball will see ya next time. A 2-run shot by the Schaefer. And the Eagles now up big time. Using the momentum too, they're going to call her safe on the RBI base hit. And the Eagles, it's double thumbs up and some dabbing to boot as Godwin moves on and beats Deep Run. 8-3 is your final. And Godwin was far from over because Ivy Ray with a solo home run in the top of the seventh set it up for this. The final out against number 1 seed Lee Davis, and the Eagles pull off the upset. More importantly, their season continues as they advance to play for the regional title and make it to states. Godwin Eagles take down top seed Lee Davis.
The Lady Eagles advanced all the way to the state semifinals before falling to Mountain View. Well, we talk ladies lacrosse as they try to accomplish something they've never done in school history when we come back. Plus, Britton Wilson continues to set records all across the track. That's straight ahead.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Welcome back to the show. Britton Wilson each and every year did nothing but win on the track. In the outdoors, she captured the state championship in the 200 and 400. Indoors, she won state titles as well, and she may have saved her best for last in her senior season as she took down the national championship in the 400 outdoor hurdles. Just wait till she gets to Tennessee.
There aren't many track athletes quite like Godwin's Britton Wilson.
Her attitude is fantastic. She's extraordinarily coachable. She doesn't do all of the things that you would anticipate that a teenager would do because she's focused.
If she ever decides to drive her arms, we're going to be good.
And Britton's been more than just good in her 4 years as an Eagle.
She is the school record holder in the 200, the 300, the 400, 500, the 4x2, the 4x4.
And those are just school records for just indoor track.
Outdoors, she's the school record holder in the 200, the 400, the 4x2, the 4x4.
And Britton's secret to success is not talent alone.
A lot of people were like, oh, you're just naturally fast. But like, yeah, there's like a talent portion of it, but there's also like, you have to work so hard. Like you can't have an off day on your food. You have to eat right, you have to sleep right, you have to balance it all with school.
Dedication that not only leads to amazing results, but also amazing opportunities.
Well, the furthest I've gone to Florida, and I've gone to Indiana, New York a lot. Been to the Armory a couple of times. Hopefully if I make the world team this year, then I'll go to Peru.
But for now, she'll focus on the upcoming outdoor track season, try to continue to set national marks. Then she'll head to Tennessee.
I really like the coaches, like a lot. They're really amazing, and the facilities are so nice, and they've produced a lot of Olympians, so I think that will get me to where I want to go, like, in the future.
She's a driven star willing to set aside the pizza and fries for a much bigger prize.
The potential is there to be extremely successful at not only the collegiate level, but the next level, given the fact that she continues her work ethic, which I see no reason why she won't.
And we wish Britton the best of luck at Tennessee, although I don't think she'll need it. Oh, and she did qualify for the Pan American Games. Well, you know what? In life, there always needs to be a first. And for ladies lacrosse, they were looking for their first time ever in school history that they could qualify for the state tournament. But first, they needed to beat Douglas Freeman.
To regional semifinal lacrosse, it's Mills Godwin ladies style taking on Freeman. They were up 9-6 at the half. Second half action, that's a great save. One of the reasons why Godwin was so strong in this match, in the second half especially, was their defense. They get the steal right there, and they would convert on the offensive end as well. Watch them pass the ball around, wait for it, fires, finds it back in the net, she shoots, she scores! And Riley Goldschmidt was big, but make no mistake, that made it 11-6. This was a team effort on offense, defense, in goal, subs coming in. She shoots, she scores. Annie Bartley connects. And Godwin well on their way up 12-6. Like I said, Freeman had 6 goals at the half. They would not score in the second half. You want more? Bartley, you got her. She shoots, she scores. And the Godwin Eagles, for the first time in school history, advance to the regional championship and punch their ticket to states.
We used to start to believe, and the goal was to make the state tournament. We had some ups and downs during the season, but Freeman came back the second time and beat us 28. And so we came into this game, having lost that game, and we came back tonight. The girls had heart. I mean, every single girl out there, every girl on the bench, everyone contributed. I think all successful teams had that sense of family, and that's what these girls have.
Good enough to win 13-6 and win the regional title outright over Atlee.
And the Lady Eagles would go on to win the regional championship against Atlee. Well, it first premiered on ESPN The Ocho. I'm talking dodgeball. While it's not a VHSL sanctioned sport, maybe one day it will be. And some Godwin students worked hard to make sure that this becomes an annual event.
It was a special Saturday night at Godwin High School.
SCA and Principles of Leadership students at Godwin High School are putting on a dodgeball tournament.
Live with a strike.
The ticket sales tonight were to raise money for Celebrate RVA, which is an organization that provides birthday parties for disadvantaged kids in the Richmond area.
So that, he is out of there!
We decided it's a great cause, donating to kids who can't necessarily have birthdays of their own. And it was a unique and different opportunity.
Amen on 3. 1, 2, 3. Amen!
A unique opportunity for 13 sponsored teams, all with their own theme, to practice the 5 Ds of dodgeball: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
My team is the clergy with our theme of bless up.
And this round-robin affair added a unique twist. The students weren't the only targets.
Each team is 5 kids and an adult, a teacher at school.
There was a huge race to get certain teachers to play with among the student teams. This is kind of fun.
But make no mistake, all the hard work to put together this first annual dodgeball event was all taken care of by the students.
This is a completely student-run event. We are here to be the adult support on staff, but really this is all about the kids.
I'd say it's been a pretty big success. Going around asking everyone, they've had an awesome time, and I think it's really a good way to bring the community together of Godwin.
The main goal is to help leadership students practice leadership through putting on an event and to get the Godwin community more invested in each other.
And nothing wrong with having a little fun along the way.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.
If you want to see more videos like these, subscribe to our YouTube channel.